welcome to the Ghana ESO Forum 2023, which is under the theme Building a Thriving Entrepreneurial Ecosystem Towards Inclusive Growth in Sustainable Businesses.
We gathered here about a year ago to look at the gaps in the ecosystem, and we came up with actions to fill those gaps. And since then, many of you have volunteered on different projects to work together to fill those gaps. And it's time to take stock and to give ourselves the marching orders for the next year.
Working in silos, refusing to collaborate for one reason or the other. But this morning, we want to talk collaboration rather than competition, and all for the benefits of the ecosystem.
Well, the way you see an ecosystem is that the success of it is that you don't have a single point of failure. If you have a single point of failure, then you don't have an ecosystem.
If you look at the Tunisian example, after the Startup Act was passed, there's been a lot of positive movements in that ecosystem. So what we are trying to see is how we also support the hubs network to also accomplish that goal.
The last ESO forum identified 5 gaps that were holding back the ecosystem and proposed 5 solutions that could help fill these gaps. This included increasing the quality of enterprise support, increasing sustainable financing, creating a shared language to drive collaboration, and increasing the visibility of the ESO programs so that entrepreneurs can easily access these programs and also understand what programs that are available to support their business to scale.
As at the ESO Collaborative, the Pooled Fund Action Group, we have been able to work on the design of a $16.5 million fund. This $10 million pre-seed fund is going to focus on investment into the high growth potential businesses, especially those coming out of the ESO Collaborative support programs.
To tell you the truth, my organization is a bit particular. We don't only give support to entrepreneurs through accelerator programs, but we also have programs to support ESOs because we realize that we have to build the capacity of the ESOs to build sustainability after the program. Because if we don't do that, whatever we're going to do is going to be like zero.
At this moment, I would like to call all the ESO Collaborative members in the room to kindly rise to your feet as we celebrate and launch the ESO Ghana platform. This digital platform is for all ESOs and businesses, first ESOs to list their programs and for businesses to access these programs available.
This session is going to focus on the progress of an action plan. Like has already been mentioned, a lot of reference have been made to the 2022 forum, and we want to ask ourselves how relevant these points or action plans that were developed during 2022 forum, how relevant are they still in the scheme of things?
The different elements of scale at the table. Each table, you can start with a quick round of introductions just for in case you don't know each other. And I'd like to assign one element of scale to each table. First 3 questions under selection, charging, addressing problems, learning. Those are questions to discuss at the table. Then the last 3 questions, the ones that are under to present to plenary, those are the ones you put on the flip chart that you will share back. So for the facilitators, ensure that somebody is writing on the flip chart and you've identified who's going to share back to the group. The reason why this is important for Argidius and the reason why we started on this learning journey was our interest was really in creating more formal jobs. Informal jobs tend to be full-time jobs and they're typically salaried, and these are a good indicator of somebody who's not living in poverty because they have a stable income that is paying a living wage. That's Argidius's interest in supporting ESOs that work with SMEs.
Thank you.